Hello there, Tuomas of Nightwish here.
And Fleur.
And Marco. And I don't know why he said it, but Monkey said rock and roll radio.
Hi guys.
Hello. Hello.
Welcome in Italy.
Thank you.
When you arrived in Italy?
Yesterday evening.
Yesterday evening, okay. And did you, don't know, eat Italian food or something like this?
No, it was 11 when we landed, so 12 when we got to the hotel.
Oh, okay.
But we had some lunch today.
Yeah.
That
Do
was
you like
wonderful.
Italian food?
Yes. Of course, you know, well, there isn't a place in the world probably where they don't know good pasta or something like that.
Exactly. That's what
One
we're
was
famous for.
excellent.
So, we start to speak about your new album. Yeah, and the single Elan. And could you tell us something about it? What does it mean, the name of the album?
We know that the inspiration came from Charles Darwin's quote. We heard about it, but we'd like to know more, focusing on maybe what the title means and all the concept of the album.
So you mean the title of the album,
Yes.
Endless Form,
Yes.
Most Beautiful.
Most Beautiful.
Yeah, it's a direct quote from Charles Darwin from his famous book On the Origin of Species. And it's part of the last paragraph of that book. From so simple a beginning, endless forms, most beautiful, are being evolved. So obviously it refers to the diversity of life on this planet.
So we can expect this to be the main theme of the album.
Yeah, many of the songs find their inspiration from nature, evolution by natural selection, biology, Carl Sagan, science altogether.
Okay.
And we know that your collaborator
Collaborated with
with biologist.
biologists.
And why did you choose him?
You're obviously referring to Richard Dawkins here.
Yes.
Well, some of the band members are big fans of his works as an author, as a documentarist, and one of his books ended up being the title of one of the songs on the album, called The Greatest Show on Earth, which is about evolution again. So it just felt like a fitting thing to ask him whether he would agree and come and talk some wise words into that particular song. So I wrote him a handwritten letter last January, and to our delight he actually answered by email saying that okay, I'm looking forward to this collaboration. And then last October we spent about an hour in a studio in Oxford recording him, and that's it. Very happy to have him on the album.
And what about the new singer? We know that you collaborated with her in 2 years, but it's the first album that you create with her. And so we want to know by her
How it felt maybe to get in the creative and recording process of the album for the first time with Nightwish.
Well, it was very exciting for me. First time singing on an album I didn't co-write. So I eagerly awaited the demos with, basically a piano playing the vocal melodies, and there are the lyrics. And how to make that puzzle fit in, how can I put my creative energy in that, and the way we just started, or I started working on it at home, and then we very soon, and actually Mike is even earlier than planned, started rehearsing, and that made the whole thing fall together very, very fast, and made the whole band vibe come alive. It was not just me getting into it because of this, but for me it worked very well to learn how to make the songs my own, and how to tell the story, and to play around with all the different possibilities together, and that was just great. So by the time that we actually went to the studio, it very familiar and good.
What about Ellen, the single that is going to be out in a few days, almost 1 week? And what is it about? Do you want to give us a review on what we can expect?
Ilan basically translates to passion for life, lust for life, and if it were completely up to me, I wouldn't release a single at all. I don't like the idea of putting one of the songs from the album on a pedestal as a trailer for the whole album, because no matter which the song it is, it never represents the whole atmosphere of the album. But it's one of those necessary evils that you have to do, and you always have to pick one song, so this time it felt like Ilan would be the perfect choice for the first single, as it most definitely is.
Thank you.
And we know that Nightwish is a project that is a strong linking with cinema and with the film. We know that you made the Imaginarium film, and why cinema influenced
Your music,
your music.
and also if cinema influences the new album too.
Oh, well, I guess the music in itself, with the band, with all kinds of atmospheres that are brought into the music through choirs and classical orchestras and different instrumental parts and instruments, makes the whole thing quite cinematic. But I mean, this making the movie with Imaginarium was probably one-off. Because, well, it takes such a lot of time and a lot of work. The movie business is 10 times as chaotic as the music business, so we better stick to our guns and stay on the turf that we know best for now.
But do you like are you a cinema lovers in
Yeah,
general?
for sure.
I mean,
Absolutely.
this last season was a great cinematography season. The Oscars are around the corner. Do you have some movies you liked?
Interstellar.
Yeah, very, for sure, very much.
You would have liked to make some music for Interstellar?
Well, I'm a big sci-fi fan. If somebody asked me to do music for that kind of a movie, I try. I don't guarantee it would be good, but I try. You would probably too.
I would give it a good shot, yeah, but the score of that film is one of the best scores ever done. And being a Hans Zimmer fan, I think it's the best score that Zimmer has ever done. So I'm glad they didn't ask either one of us.
Okay.